All right, if you're an artist, these days you need to know how to make a video on your phone. And I'm going to show you the app that I use to do this. And I hope that I can teach you a couple of key skills that will help you make really good videos really simply. And trust me, this app is simple to use. It's called InShot, InShot. And we're going to use some videos that I made. Here we go. We'll search videos of actual artwork I was creating. And we're going to edit that into something with a voiceover. And I am doing this on the fly, so bear with me as I make some decisions and you can see the actual process that I put into when I'm making a video. Okay, so I hope that's helpful. Let's open up InShot. There's InShot. Now, I downloaded InShot for free at first, and later I did pay. I don't know what they charge now, but it was $35 for a lifetime subscription. So I took that $35 to use this app forever, and it is truly wonderful. Well, sure, I'll do that. So let's pick this blue one. I quite liked my blue one. Guys, I'm not really an artist, so you're about to see my attempt at making art for the first time in years. But I will say that I'm pretty lucky that I worked with many artists who have all sort of shown me their art, and I get a sense for what I like and what I want to do. So this was my first little experiment. Okay, and it looks like I even have some talking stuff here. I made this months ago, so I'm going to be honest, I have no idea if this is going to be good. And I probably have way too many clips right now, but let's just start with this, okay? So I'm going to, boom. So the first thing you'll see on InShot is that you have a scrollable series of choices. Okay, and they actually keep on adding these choices. There's more than I ever remember using. And then you have your whole video line. Now, I'm not going to say that InShot's the only way to edit. It's just a really easy way on your phone. This is a long one, so this could easily turn into a long editing session. And so one of the first things I'll do is to speed things up is I'll just start playing and watching, and then I'll pause it where I don't like areas and I'll clip them. So that was too long. What I'm going to do is I'm going to shorten that up right here. And I think I'm going to get it right before boom. And then probably just boom. So you see it says 1.4 seconds there. That's a good size of clip. 1 to 3 seconds is usually pretty good when you're doing any kind of B-roll work. You see how quickly and nicely that jumps? I think that's good enough right there. There's another one. I think that's good enough right there. That's a good one right there. I like to keep it moving. That was a terrible clip. Don't love that clip. So let's get rid of that. We're going to delete it. Boom. Right? And I think I kind of like that zoom out, but it was a little clunky. So let's shorten that. I think we're going to come back and speed that one up a little bit later. Yeah, I didn't love how my zoom out naturally went there. You see how it kind of went all squiggly? We'll come back to that. Like I said, guys, not an artist, okay? And I remember hating this so much when I was first making it, but I might lose a lot of these clips. I really didn't get all of the good parts of the painting. Like, I should have probably had a video of while I was squirting down that blue. And this is just me covering it right up, because I was like, I am not loving what I am seeing, so I'm going to cover it all up. That became my base coat. I think what we could do there, that's pretty good. So I'm going to stop it right there. See this little split button? I'm just going to delete that whole section. And I think we'll shorten that up 3 seconds. All right. That's also pretty long. I'm going to decide what to do with that one in a little bit. That's kind of cool. I used some paper towel there to get that texture. I liked it. I think I might go back a little bit. So what I'm doing with these is I'm just lengthening and shortening the clips. All right. So I know this video is getting a little bit long, and I don't want to make you wait forever to have all the goods in this video. So what I'm doing is I'm just quickly splitting, shortening. So I'm going to have shorter clips, 3 seconds there, 3 seconds there. So a little slowdown for the audience to see what's going on. Actually, I don't even know if I really love that. I'm going to delete that. I think I'd rather have there. I like that moment. So I want to start the video right before that moment. Boom. As you can see, I'm doing this in my furnace room, literally. This is my artist studio, guys. Nothing glamorous. My daughter has used this far more than me, hence all the paint on the table, though I'm sure I contributed to that mess. Okay, so I'm going to split it right there, and I'm going to delete the rest of that. And the nice thing, guys, is when I delete, I can just expand and get it back because I deleted from an existing clip. So it's pretty cool. Really no fear of failure there. I probably shouldn't keep this. It's probably bad, but I'm going to play it so you see.
So here I am in the middle of this, and I don't know if I can really make anything out of this piece of art. But I do want to still prove that we can sell this, so I'm going to get out there and I'm going to try.
So yeah, the idea behind this video was that I was going to show that you can be an imposter of an artist and still sell art. I haven't finished. I did make a bunch of prints. I haven't finished the concept. I got busy.
But I think I'll take one more crack at the actual piece so that I get something interesting.
Yeah, anyway, we can keep some of this stuff.
At this point, I feel completely stuck because I kind of like this backing layer.
This section probably needs to go somewhere else, not right up against the last talk section. So I think what I'll do, so you see how I hold pressed it there, and all I do is I drag to swap. So this is pretty cool. And you know what? I think I'm actually going to put it earlier because this is sort of part of the story. Maybe right. Nah, I don't know. I'll have to decide on that. But something like that. You test the flow later. This is a really long clip. Let's see what this is. This is me grabbing white, dotting it all there. So what I'm going to do quickly here is I'm going to split these up. So watch this. Boom. I don't love that transition, but I'm not sure if it's going to be good without it. So let's see. Let's dab, dab, dab. Stop, split, shorten. Let's see how that looks. Dab, dab, dab. And then we're putting it down. Oh, and even right there, I think I'll shorten up to that moment. Boom. Dab, dab, dab. Nope, still deciding what to do. I'm going to shorten that up. Dab, dab, dab. Oh, there we go. That's interesting. Gonna split that. We don't need to see all the other stuff. We're going to come to this part. Keep that line going. So we kind of go boom, 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 boom. Another transition. Boom, 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 boom. I don't know if I like that. We'll see. This was where the piece started coming together for me. This was pretty cool. Right along there. Boom. I think I'll stop it there, but let's just see what else we had. Get some more stuff. No, I don't think we need all of that. That's just extra. That's my arm. I think we can probably lose a lot of this. Let's see, what's next? What's next? See how I'm just letting it play so I see what I'm working with. Oh my janky water bowl. I do think, I mean, here, let's see, let's delete all of that. I don't love the hovering moment. So I find that anything that's kind of dead time where there's no action, I'm going to remove it. There we go. I got a little water. This is an interesting part. So I've got a little water, but I don't love this whole transition here again. So I'm going to remove all of that. Oh, you don't need to see me throwing my phone all the way up here. There, right there before I'm hovering, boom, and then I'm going to pull, baby. Now it's getting in the way. So I think we got the idea from those first few pull strokes. So let's split that, and we'll get ready to get rid of my hand covering the camera. You see, so much of this editing process, I find, is elimination. Here's another good spot. Boom. So you see I'm just deleting that whole section. Yeah, right? And so you kind of jump cut. That's called a jump cut. And I've skipped ahead, and you can see I've sort of done it all, and now I'm putting in the blue. Right? Like I said, this is where my piece started to come together for the first time. Cool. So I think that's a little long as well. So I think we have a little bit of a moment. Yeah, so all of that I kind of want to cut. So I like showing the brush. Boom. But then this whole transition, I'm going to just play that. And I want to start right there. I'm going to delete that section. So guys, even with poor quality video taking, even with a poor painter, I think at the end of the day, I can make something that kind of looks good, just with good transitional cuts. Now, there's some weird stuff happening in the sound too, which I'll show you how to deal with. I think that one's a little long, so we'll just take that down a notch. So quick cuts. Now, this is a long video, guys, 1 minute 30. Really, I need to shorten all of this right down, probably split it into multiple videos or something like that. But now you're starting to see something come together. Or maybe, like Rita, I could do it, just be a slow painter and show the whole process. But I'm used to making short form video, so that's what I'm going to stick with. That's what I know. Boom. Look at that. I kind of liked it now, right? Do you kind of like it? I called it rain. The next one I did was called shine. I don't like this zoom cut, so I think I'm just going to eliminate the whole thing. I think showing this is more intimate. And then I took some paint on the paper towel. Okay, so basically I'm doing 2 reveal cuts. And I probably don't need them both. So let's see what else we got here. Oh, I did a little bit more first. So I think I'm going to actually remove this. It's cool, but I don't think we need it. I'm going in and I'm signing it. I think that's what I'm doing. I was so nervous. I finally understood what it was like to sign things. Because it's like, oh, I don't want to screw it up. Look how nervous I was. I was like, no. I think I ended up drawing it on or something. So we're just going to delete that. Or maybe that'd be a funny section to voice over, right? Okay, so look, this video is still way too long, and I don't want to bore you by continuously cutting things down. But that's what I would do here, is I would cut this down until it was probably 30 seconds. So that's still a lot, and I might be at it for a while. So these types of like multi-clip videos can take a while to do. But let me show you what you would do to change the voice and do a voiceover. First of all, audio right here. Okay, right up in the top. See this whole top bar? We haven't touched it a lot. Really, as you've seen, all I've done really is split and delete. Split and delete. And then shorten. That's the whole first step. Now we'll go to our audio. And we're going to... Where is it? Oh, is this the wrong section? Hang on, I always get this mixed up. Volume. And it looks like they added a new little button here. I don't really know. The mute clip, I'm sure. Oh, look at that. That mutes all of them at once. Oh, that's so nice. I was going to show you how to do it to all of them, but it's already got it right in a little boom. So now we have no audio. Cool. Okay, last steps. Let's add some audio of our own. So we're going to grab... Oh, I think actually the ones that I'll have to unmute would technically be this one. So let's say I was going to unmute this. I would go to volume, and then I would just drag it up on that one clip. Now, if I hit these double check marks, it would apply to all clips. But single check mark, boom. And same with this one here. volume,
and
100%, single check mark, boom. And again, I might not keep these. I might just say this stuff in the voiceover, which would again shorten my clips. But it was in the moment. And, it is nice to see a face sometimes, if you're willing to show someone your face. Which apparently I am. Okay. Let's add a little audio. First of all, I do want to show you. You can add a little music. This lo-fi track called Make You Mine. Or there's matcha. Too much. I liked the lo-fi. And I think we could even search lo-fi to see what else we got. Nope. Oh, that said indie. Should have ignored it. No, no more voices. Moonglow. Oh, that's so chill. I'm in. I haven't even heard it all. I'm in. It's good. And what I do with that music is, well, you know what? We might actually do a little more fancy. So we'll just leave it for now. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and record audio. So, apparently I need to give it permissions again. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to hit the record button and you're going to hear me do the voiceover in real time. Okay, let's do it together. Make a painting with me. Now I should tell you that I'm not a painter. In fact, I haven't painted in years. But I wanted to prove a point. And it was harder than I thought. And then what I'll do is I'll hit check mark. And as we can see, we're running into my other clip here. So I hit stop and check mark. We'll let this run.
I feel completely stuck.
Yeah, audio's all messed up. Don't worry about it. Keep going. And then I'm going to go back in right where this clip ends, and I'm going to hit record again. See, what I want to do is show artists that anyone can sell art, even if you're not really an artist. I consider myself an imposter. So what I'm trying to do is come up with something at least decent. And then here we go.
Here I am in the middle of this, and I don't know if I can really make anything.
A little more drama. Finish that clip. Start again. Hey. Do another one. So I did finally start to get an idea of what this painting was going to look like. Yeah, this little line really brought it together for me, as you'll see in a moment. And already, guys, I'm just finding this is way too long. So that was way too long. So what I would do there in the voice editing is I'd go back and I'd just eliminate all that, and I'd redo this voice clip. You get the idea. Ooh, pulling, cool, yay, nice. All right, so you get the idea. That's how you voice record. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I want to get my audio fixed. So really, I'm talking through the whole thing. We're going to take the clip of this music right here and hit volume. I'm just going to bring it way down. Okay, so I've shown you a fairly complex video to start with, and let's see how it's turning out. Oh, haha, sorry, I forgot. I see. My voiceovers are not working because I'm recording this video with you right now. So ignore the fact that my voiceovers didn't work. They would work for you because you're not trying to, meta create 2 videos in a video.
At this point, I feel completely stuck.
But you see how much better that sounds? What I could do is if I really want to take down the audio right there, I would go here. I would split this section of Moonglow over my voiceover, and I would hit it, and I would take the volume down even more. Cool, right?
At this point, I feel completely stuck.
That's fine, right?
Kind of like this back.
You get the idea. When you're happy with this, you're going to hit export, and you're going to get it out of your InShot app and into your phone camera. Now, before I do that, I want to show you one last really cool trick. So I've shown you a few things, okay? And I hope it's not overwhelming because it is a long video. But I've shown you how to split clips, shorten clips, and delete clips. I've shown you how to mute everything and do the volume. And I've also showed you how to do your own audio. And honestly, it sounds and looks pretty profesh. But here's one thing that my janky little studio setup did is make it really dark and odd looking in terms of lighting and color. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into filters. Okay, and I'm just going to click on this first clip, and I'm going to make this first clip look good. First of all, I could just do a simple filter. As you can see, there's lots and lots and lots of them, especially in the paid version. Okay, so if I thought, oh yeah, that's totally the one for me, maybe I'll use that. But I do personally, and these are fine, you can totally use them. I do personally often, maybe I'll hit bright. Nah, it's too bright. I can adjust that a little bit. But then I'll go and I'll use the adjust manually, okay? So first of all, what I want to do is I'm going to warm this up a little bit. I'm going to bump the contrast a little bit. Notice I'm not using huge jumps in anything here. I'm going to saturate a little bit more candy, okay? Highlights. Now here's where it gets interesting. I'm going to bump the highlights just a little bit. I'm also going to really, so you see these shadows? These are kind of a problem in my recording, and I'm going to remove them as much as possible. So they're a little less noticeable. You see that? And then color. Yeah, you can get a little fancy here. I'm not going to mess with that. I think that's pretty much a lot better. I could get into the curves. No, I've tried this before. I really screwed it up, I'll be honest. I think maybe we just need to brighten it a little bit more and maybe a little bit more saturation. I want to see the color, right? So you can see the difference between this one and this one a little bit. Now, what if I take this adjustment that I've made, so I'm going back into it, and I hit both these check marks. Watch this. Apply to all. Now all of them have it, and my entire video just got brighter. Now that's a little much. That looks like the Grinch. So I might go into this one, and I might take down the lightness a little bit. And I might even take down the saturation a little bit. But you see what I'm doing, right? So the light changed as I took my clips because I'm filming in different areas. But it looks a lot better, doesn't it? Oh, I look really washed out. Let's fix that too. So I think first of all, I'm going to take the filter off on that one. That's immediately, oh wow, what is wrong with my face? So might need to adjust this to be a little bit more, reasonable. Boom. Oh, it's probably the shadows. It's because I took those shadows out so much. And it's just this is a bad film, guys. Like, so you can see, though, I made something probably kind of watchable out of some really bad film, and frankly, a really not great painter. Okay, I'm proud of the painting. Don't get me wrong, but there you go. I hope that gives you an idea of how to edit these videos using a very simple app.
At this point,
All right. And yes, there's so much more to explore. Maybe we save that for another video. The speed function is really nice. I'll tell you that, because when you have a long, boring clip, you can speed it up and make it interesting. Just like that. So it's more about making things look interesting than it is actually about making things good in the first place. Enhance, I don't even know what this is about. Look like it's brand new. Look at that. Yeah, so now they're doing AI enhancement in case you have poor quality video. There's more to be done in here, voice effects, but you know what? Don't get too crazy. Just do the basics and make a good video. Okay? Well, thanks for watching. I'm going to save that as a draft and finish it later. Maybe you'll see the finished product. And I hope you really enjoyed this not so short tutorial on InShot. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Cheers.